It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Michelle, his first carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second.
Up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Patriot first down.
Now a toss, left side, Michelle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Bowden. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. And Bowden going to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Bowden. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wise. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing is Bowden. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Play action. Now Wentz. Harris has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 26-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the run, it's Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Single. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. It's a party now.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
This is our time.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll look to throw here. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 83 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now Wentz. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
And 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by New England.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For N'Keal Harry. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the ground, Michel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, and they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Bird on the return. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First
A good pickup there of 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. To throw is Bowden. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TV.
Well, I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick-6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14. Patriots 10.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Bowden going to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw again. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Bengals 14. Dan Bailey set to kick.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
That's the end.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Bird to return. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Complete to
A big play there on third down for the Pats. 54 yards.
First down, Patriots.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Bowden. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing is Bowden. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Michel. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A 28-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him pay, watch him work. Calculate. Run. He's telling you, he's telling you, tell him what. He's my 7. 51's the mine. 51's the mine. Not here. 51's mine.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the...
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 8. To Michelle on the screen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
3 and out.
Here's Jordan Berry now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. A 40-yard punt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
34-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll run for it with Michel, and he is going to get in. But there is a flag down, and this is in the area of holding. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw, and it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Bengals 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To throw is Wentz. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel